Welcome to a new video, guys. My name is Emeka. I'm a banker working in London, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to budget your salary for 2025. Let's get started. The first step in this process is to list what your income is. Most people in their 20s will have only one source of income, which is their day job. I want you to list what that figure is after tax. And what I've done is I've gone online and found what the median annual earning is for a guy between the age range of 22 to 29, and that is £36,000 full-time in 2024. I've then gone on to the salary calculator website and more or less put in £36,028, and this will calculate more or less what your net take-home balance would be, and that is more or less £2,450. If we then go onto my Excel sheet, I've more or less rounded that up to 2,500. So that is the first step. We know what our income is at the end of every single month. The next step, and actually the most important step, is I want you to create an Excel spreadsheet just like this. And actually, if you want this to be available to you, comment down finances below and subscribe to the mailing list on my Substack, and I'll send you this exact budget that I use. What I want you to do right now is to open your bank account and list every single expense you've had in the last 3 or 4 months. It's going to be very painful, but the start of the year is more or less a beacon. It's more or less a calling point for you to try and make a change. So literally open every single bank account you have, pause the video, open it right now, list every single expense, put the total amount across all of it. So if it's your gym membership, put what that figure is across the 3 months. Now for each expense, I want you to put if it's fixed and if it's important. For example, your rent is fixed and it's important, so it will be a yes. Second example, your Netflix and the random stuff you watch on a daily basis, it's fixed, yes, but it's not very important. Third example, going out for food is not fixed and it's not that important. Those should be no. I want you to do that for every single expense you have. You then come up with a total, which we'll look at later. Now, this is our main budget. What you'll notice is our income is on the left-hand side, £2,500. And on the right-hand side, we have our fixed expenses that are actually important, meaning those are expenses that we cannot live without, or those are expenses that we must incur. For example, you must pay council tax because it's part of living in London, sadly. So more or less, I've listed every single fixed expense that, in my opinion, is important. Rent, gas, food, council tax, going to work, student loan payment, Wi-Fi, gym membership, and paying for your mobile network. You might have all the important expenses that you need to list. That's fine. The goal should be to just list every single important fixed expense. When we add up this total, we get £1,720. Now, your balance after your fixed expense is £781. I'll quickly round this up to £800 just so the example is a lot easier to understand. Now, after paying off your fixed expenses, the amount you have left is just £800. Now, most people will not even see that £800. Most people will actually spend that money already on their Netflix subscription, on Deliveroo, on Uber Eats, and the cycle continues. They're going to have no money invested or saved in their account by the end of the year. What I want you guys to do and to understand is that you should invest your money after paying off your fixed expenses, not after spending all your money at the end of the month. You invest after paying off your fixed important expenses. If you're enjoying the video so far, please drop a like and leave a comment. It goes a long way. Now, in my opinion, you should invest at least 60% of your balance after paying off your fixed expenses. In that case, we're going to invest £480 every single month. The total invested after 1 year will be £5,756. If we assume you make a return of 10% on your money, then you're going to have, at the end of 1 year, your return will be £6,332, which, to be honest with you, is quite a good amount of money from just investing £480 every single month. Now, after investing 60% of your money, I want you to put 20% of your money after paying off your fixed expenses into a rainy day fund. This is a fund that you need in case of emergencies. You never know, you could lose your job, you might need to pay for something quite urgently, or medical problems come up. You just need to have money tucked away for a rainy day. And in my opinion, for a rainy day, you should have at least 6 months of food and rent saved away. Now, you can't get all of that money in 1 year. It's going to take you a lot of time to actually accumulate that money, but the goal should be that eventually you have a good amount of money in your emergency savings. Now, in our example, for the average person, you should have at least £6,000 in your rainy day saver account, and that will take you more or less 3 years to save, which for most people will seem like a lot of time, but it's what's required to make sure your finances are in order. Now, the last 20% should be put towards your variable expenses, and that's just £160. Your Deliveroo, Uber, buying new shoes, paying for a movie, all of that should come from that £160. Now, you ask me, Emeka, does that mean I might need to cancel my subscriptions? Does that mean I might need to go out less and less? The answer is yes. You can decide to ignore the reality and live in the moment, or you restrict yourself right now, take the red pill, and actually try and make a change to your life. Because at the end of the day, no one is going to be here to save you. The people you're going out with every Friday night, spending money with, when the time comes for them to help you out, if you're stuck, they will probably not help you out. So take the effort to change your situation right now. Some tips I'll give for your investment account. I want you guys to ensure you're investing your money on a monthly basis via direct debit. Don't deceive yourself and say, I'm going to remember to invest my money when I get paid. Literally open the account you use, Vanguard, Fidelity, Trading 212, doesn't really matter, and set up a direct debit on the day you get paid. If the day you get paid is the 21st, ensure you set up a direct debit on that exact day. So that way, once the money lands from your company, it goes out to Fidelity or Vanguard or whatever straight away. Now, with an investment account, the goal is to try and beat inflation. Inflation is more or less going to erode the value of your money over time. So you want to earn a return above inflation. Now, I can't give financial advice on what you should invest in, but it's a saying by John C. Bogle: the best way to earn your fair share of returns in the stock market is to invest in a low-cost index fund that tracks the US stock market. Hope you guys found that video useful. If you did, please drop a like, leave a comment, and I'll see you in the next video.